Hey, what is good, what is good, what is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant, classic, in the making. First time to the channel, guys, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well-versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about me shall be listed in the links in the description area below. Interesting story coming out of the Philippine political landscape. Now, you know very well, Doc is not really big on politics, but I've kind of been following along Philippine politics in reference to the fact that, you know, former mayor of Davao, the city that I know and love in Davao City, of course, has now become president. So, like I said, man, it's hit and miss. Some people love him, some people hate him. It is what it is. I understand, you know, your polarizing opinions on either side. It is what it is. But as his term seems to be coming to an end within the next year or so, it seems as though he does not see a qualifiable candidate that he wants to even remotely endorse to become president, and has even told his own daughter, do not make the same mistake as me. Do not run for the presidency. So the story is coming out of the Inquirer, man. And basically, I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick. Less than a year before the 2022 national election, President Rodrigo Duterte still does not see anyone deserving of his successor. He just doesn't see anyone that could actually be a better president than him, I guess. But he had a conversation with he had an interview. I'm not going to talk about who the interviewer is, because if you know my history with the interviewer, you know, then you know. And you guys know that in the Philippines, there's a 6-year term, right? So apparently his 6-year term is close to being up, and he's going to have to start making some decisions soon about what he wants to do. Ultimately, it looks like he's just looking to go back to Davao and retire. All of this is in the article. You guys can feel free to read it. That's why I'm just brushing through it real quick. But this is what he said to his daughter. The Duterte remarks were contrary to a recent statement made by spokesperson wherein he said that such qualifiable candidates would be, he seemed to have endorsed, Manny Pacquiao, Senator Bongo. You guys won't know these people unless you're in the Philippines, you know, community. His daughter, of course, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., and a couple of other people. And of course, the vice president has her people wanting her to run for president as well. If you guys don't know, this is the one thing that's very, very interesting about the political landscape of the Philippines, all right? And this is one thing that is the complete opposite in reference to that of the United States. You know, in the United States, you have a party, Democrat, Republican. And normally the Democratic candidate chooses a VP. The Republican candidate chooses a VP. And whoever side wins, wins. So if the Democrat side wins, their whole party is in office. The vice president and president and vice versa. But in the Philippines, you vote separately. So although I think at the time, President Duterte chose Peter Cayetano as his VP to run with him, Cayetano didn't win. Duterte won, but Cayetano didn't win. So basically, the parties are like super mismatched. And if you guys know, President Duterte is not quite fond of Lenny Robredo. Whatever. I'm sorry, Lenny Robredo. Shit, one of those things. Please don't get mad at me for fucking your name up. But they're not really fond of each other. So the VP and the president have had a choice of words going back and forth with one another. So it's very interesting in Philippine politics when the vice president and the president don't quite get along. At least in my opinion, I find it to be very, very interesting. But basically, her party is urging her to run for presidency. And of course, they're encouraging Duterte to endorse somebody to become the next president or his successor that would run, you know, in the next few elections to come. Some people are saying that they want his time extended, 6 years plus, and all of that stuff. It's a hot mess and a half. But reading the comment, he said he had a conversation with his daughter. And he said he really had a conversation with his daughter and talked about and told her, do not run, Do not ever commit the mistake of running for presidency. This is what he's saying to his daughter. And his daughter really did have a high percentage chance of winning the election, in my opinion. If you're talking about people who would, vote along family lines, it's kind of, she's actually the current mayor of Davao City. He told her not to run. He said he just wants to come back to Davao and retire. Hey, man, no fault and no shame in your game, pimpin'. No shame in your game. And like I said, the article goes on and mentions a whole bunch of other things, but I just find it interesting that he would encourage his daughter not to run. Maybe he said that shit just ain't worth it, man. Just let me live my life out in Davao City and chill. That's the way I do it. Y'all talk about Netflix and chill. I'll talk about Davao City and chill, man. That's my vibe, man. But anyways, guys, I just found this story to be interesting, man. Just wanted to share it with you guys. This man don't even want to endorse anybody, at least right now, to be his successor after his tenure as presidency is over and done. All right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. Philippine politics aside, guys, I just find that stories like this are interesting when normally, whenever elections and things like that come about, you normally have somebody to kind of run for you, or the fact that you can't run again. At least in the United States, you can run 2 times and serve 2 terms for a total of 8 years. In the Philippines, it's 1 full term of 6 years. So, I guess you have to choose somebody to endorse after your time is up. But he's not. Mum's the word. Apparently, mum is the word. And like I said, man, I enjoy these topics of conversation because the way Philippine politics works and the way politics works here in the United States, completely different landscapes. I would not know what it would be like to have a vice president that you don't care for, or what it would be like to be a vice president and have a president that you don't care for. Normally, like I said, the parties who win are the parties who get in. Just interesting terms, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, man. Politics aside and everything about, successors and things like that in reference to the presidency in the Philippines. Filipinos, feel free to voice your opinions in an open market, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the comment section is for. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay true. Sorry. Doc is out. Peace.